There's a lot of y'all in here. First, I want to start off by saying good evening. Good evening. I actually want to thank my AVID staff. If they would stand for me. They're right here. I'm going to put them on the spot. I want to thank my AVID staff. And then I'm going to ask somebody to stand again, Mr. Sam Logan. The reason I did this is so you all can get the drift of what I wrote down, because all of this is about him. But I want to dedicate this to all of my AVID staff because they're the best in the world. In a society where people use such dreadful phrases as, "you won't amount to nothing," or "you're not smart enough," it's unusual to find a teacher who does not recite the same story, but in contrast becomes the author of a new tale, The Reason I Succeeded. You see, this is just a touch of what I found in my AVID class in Warwick High School in Newport News, Virginia. Mr. Samuel Lee Logan III has not been only my backbone, but the pure reason for the existence of the young man who stands here today. His careful hands have molded a young boy whose mind and soul were cluttered with filth and grime and turned him into a polished, goal-oriented young man who will achieve. Due to this valuable relationship, the young man that some have come to know as Isaiah will be no more. I now refuse to be seen in that same light. I'm the future of pediatric medicine. I am Dr. Isaiah Moore. As I think back on this momentous juncture in my life, I remember vividly the scented flower smell as I walked into the classroom as summer was still in season, and how the sunlight barely slid through the dim windows that seemed to have just hung on the wall in room 007 that day of my first 10th grade year. All of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a little short man walk into the room, rubbing his hands as if he did it for warmth. As he stood in the middle of the class, his voice in contrast with his size jumped out of his throat. "Hello, class. My name is Mr. Logan." As a friend and I began to snicker, the whole class began to join in quickly. I began to do what I do best and release the load of humor that eagerly hung in my head. The class began to join in quickly again. And I thought we were about to chase another teacher out of Warwick High School. But something was different with Mr. Logan. He started to laugh with us. And get this, quickly after, he responded with his own joke. Now the class's motives for laughing were aimed at me now, as I was losing at this game of joking tennis. I'm guessing that after he had seen my humorous side, he wanted to see if my future plans paralleled. So he pulled me aside and asked what I wanted to be in life. You see, if you don't know me, you would know that I was troubled at the time, a troubled youth. I didn't think that I would ever amount to anything. Well, at least that's what my environment screamed to me at the top of his lungs every day. You see, I told Mr. Logan this, and he turned around and laughed. So I defensively asked why he thought it was funny. He turned back around, and at that time, I did not know that the next few words that he was about to murmur would be the model for my life. He said, "Man, you're smart. You can be anything you want to be." As I turned back and walked away, I realized that this was the first time I had ever been told this by a teacher. So I hung on to it so I can eventually build on it. Due to this positive, AVID interaction, my goals now reach further than the human mind can expand. I will attend Morehouse College in the fall and major in biology with a concentration in pre-medicine. I no longer think that some goals are unattainable. My mindset now is that every goal can be reached. I want to make a prominent change in society by healing impressionable minds physically as well as mentally. The frame of mind that I thought was too far over my head to reach is now under my feet, providing the foundation on which my future will be built. My career goals even extend further than the doctor's office now. I intend to make contributions to not only my community or your community, but into this whole world. I feel that my sole purpose for existence in this diseased world is to help usher in a new remedy in order to assure a more prosperous future. The support of the AVID program has made this seeming dream a stunning reality. It's important that all students receive a thorough amount of support, and I truly believe that I've been blessed with a surplus. Sometimes I find it hard myself to believe the major transitions that I've made, but I think about the guidance that the AVID program has provided me, and I'm quickly brought back to reality. Now my vision is clear. I can see the path ahead of me now. I'm no longer on that rough road of negative avenue, but I've made my way to the road of success via Mr. Logan and the AVID staff. Again, the young boy that some know as Isaiah will be no more. I now refuse to be seen in that same light. I'm the future of pediatric medicine. I am Isaiah Moore.